Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I think I'm like a minute early on my live, so we'll just give it a second. Hoping everyone is doing well today. It's going to be another beautiful day in Washington, and I'm so excited to get outside and sit in the sun. But first, we're going to throw down some cards. Hello, Steph. How are you today? We are going to throw down some cards. I'm wondering, I didn't really come up with any questions for the cards today. So, Steph, if you have a question, if you want to just put it in the comments or something like that, go for it. And then we'll ask the cards that question. And then maybe while I'm doing that, hello, Cynthia. And then maybe while I'm doing that, I'll figure out some questions of my own. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. And I'll pull a card on it. Okay? Today is Thursday, November 3rd. Jesus Lord. Today is Thursday, September 3rd. I'm already skipping towards the end of the year. No. Let's let 2020 ride out the storm. Little hummingbirds behind me. Okay, so we are at Thursday. We're beginning a new week soon. I think, hello, Corey. I think that one of the questions that okay, good. All right, Steph. One of the things that I want to talk about during this throwdown is the remaining energy for this week. What are we going to be doing with that remaining energy? We're coming towards the middle of the end of technically summer, and you know that when you live in Washington, when those skies start going dark and that dark season comes, it's a different animal. So I am praying that we have sun as long as we can possibly have it this year. All right, so Miss Stephanie has asked, where should focus be in the next few weeks? Very good. Cynthia, Corey, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments if you would like a card drawn. Where should focus be in the next few weeks? You got Temperance, and your Temperance came up in reverse. So, when Temperance is coming up in reverse, hello, Carrie. When Temperance is coming up in reverse, it's a reminder that your balance is off. So, your focus in the next few weeks should be that balance for you. And also, I don't know if you're still practicing your yoga and meditation and things like that, but to go ahead and get that balance back, that would be an amazing thing for you to make sure that you put into your everyday, or at least every other day, something like that. So you can connect with yourself and get that balance back for you. All right, Steph, but definitely focus on that balance. A little bit out of it right now. And honestly, a lot of people are a little bit out of balance right now. You know, that Pisces moon is having us dive deep, and now we're in Aries moon, so the fire comes to life as well. So, you know, watch your temper. Get into balance with yourself. All right, Corey, where am I at with that long-term wish? Ooh, wow. Let's see. Where are you at with that long-term wish? Ooh, okay, you don't want to shuffle anymore, so this is your card. You're getting the Justice card. So if that long-term wish is you kind of thinking about karma or some kind of payback or some kind of legal matter or something like that, spiritual karma, legal matter, things like that, When we bring in the Justice card, it tells us that not only are you a fighter for justice, you are a fighter for, the repairing of inequality and things like that. But when the Justice card comes into play, that's telling you, look, this is going to come into effect. This payback, this karmic thing that maybe has been a wish. Or if we're talking about life or home or something like that, when the Justice card comes into play, it's also talking about balance. But when justice comes into play, you have that swords there too, right? That swords of justice. And that swords is your air, remember? And that air talks to mind, it talks to communication. So when that comes into play, I want you to make sure that when you are communicating, try and keep that mediator within you there. Don't allow yourself to lose your shit, and allow yourself to be controlled, as in what you're saying, how you're presenting yourself. I hope that makes sense. But if that wish has anything to do with hoping, somebody receives a message or a lesson or something like that, then yeah, that's right around the corner. Okay? All right, so let's see. Who do I have? Oh, hello, Miss Ortiz. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to go into my little questions box down here. And, okay, all right. Miss Ortiz, is he being truthful with his words towards me? He better be, or you better kick his ass. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's see. This one wants to come out. Okay. You got your Ten of Swords, Miss Ortiz. Ten of Swords, swords are great cards. Swords, talk about our intellect. They talk about our communication. They talk about our spiritual connection, right? When the Ten of Swords, a lot of the swords, the numbers of swords talk about conflict as well. Okay. Either put your question in the question box, which is that little, it's like a 2-boxy thing down on the bottom with a question mark, or you can just place your question in the comment area. When we have the Ten of Swords coming into play, the Ten of Swords a lot of times talks about I don't want to say true death, but it's definitely a death of, a culminating of, an ending of. And normally that talks about communication, connection, spiritual, mental, things like that. So when you're talking about, is he being truthful to me? That Ten of Swords comes up. I'm going to tell you, you should really sit down and try and listen to your intuition on that and make your best judgment decision. But the Ten of Swords a lot of times talks about endings, babe. So I want to say that I'm wrong in that, and I want to say that he's being completely truthful with you. But I also want to say that you need to check in with your intuition as well. And if you are feeling that his words are not true and that's your intuition, don't deny it, and you're going to need to listen to it. All right? So sometimes when that Ten of Swords comes up, I don't want to give that message, but it's true. It's true. All right. I'm sorry. I don't like to be the bearer of that kind of news. I really don't. And exactly. If you have to ask, you probably already know for sure. All right. Grant, did you have a question, babe? Did you put it in the comment area or the question box? Hello, Jersey girl. Okay. All right. Okay, I won't apologize for being authentic and honest then. How dare I? Okay, so I want to pull a card about not only the energies of this week, but you know, today we moved into that fiery moon of Aries, and Aries is the instigator. It's the starter. It's the hey, let's get shit going, right? And then we talk about fire, and that's the transformation. It's change. It's magic waiting to happen. It's you creating and manifesting that transformation in you. It's also fire is also about creativity and passion and drive and all those things. So I'm going to draw a card on that super duper quick, and then Carrie, I am going to get your question next. Okay, so let's draw a card regarding the Aries moon and the direction it might want to take us, what it wants to help us kick off. All right, so we have the Four of Swords in reverse coming in with the Aries moon right now, right? Aries is fire, and then the swords are air. So what that is telling me is it's time for us to not so much be up here and over analyzing everything we do and saying, well, no, I don't want to go with that because yada yada yada. When that fire moon comes into play, when that fire energy comes into play, it's kind of like, you know, you just allow that action to take place, right? But one of the things that you have to remember is not to allow yourself to burn out either. So if this, you know, this today or during this week, you start coming up with like feeling saucy and wanting to take on these things, start one. Why not? Just get out of your own head, because, you know, the Four of Swords, it talks about subconscious work as well. And right now it's telling you, okay, you need to get out of there and you need to do physical work for that transformation and that action and that magical change. All right. So let's see. Carrie, is my new love interest worth fighting for? Well, why the fuck you have to fight for him? You know? You shouldn't have to fight for him. He should be fighting for you. Because you're pretty damned awesome, my sweet sister. All right. And this card's going to completely confirm what I say too. This one is talking about the Five of Swords comes into play, and it's in reverse. And when the Five of Swords comes into play, it talks about, you know, taking the high road and remembering that people have emotions and people do get hurt, right? When it's in reverse, it's saying you just need to take the road. And, you know, Five of Swords often talks about conflict, and it talks about friction. When this is in reverse, of course, it talks about, no, there shouldn't be any conflict or friction or arguing or anything like that. And honestly, if you feel as though you have to fight for this person and he is not putting that same thought process or effort into his relationship with you, then the answer is, see ya. All right? I love you. I love you. And I love you so much. I do. You know, there's going to be some awesome fucking dude for you. And you deserve it. Just to let you know. So, fight for yourself, baby. Fight for yourself. And fight for loving yourself every day. All right. Grant, let's see. Where did you put your question, my darling? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Lots of swords today, right? That air is feeding that fire. It sure is. Okay. All right. Here. Oh, your comment. I always forget about this damn comment box. Sorry, Grant. Okay. Financially speaking, is there any opening for me? Okay. All right. So, you guys are going to think I didn't shuffle my cards, but I totally did for like half an hour. We got the Six of Swords in reverse here, all right? And the Six of Swords talks about a movement forward, okay? Now, with that swords being that intellectual aspect, being that mental aspect, and talking about that movement forward, it's talking about allowing your mental blocks to dissipate, releasing them, forgiving yourself, things like that, so you can move forward. Especially when it's in reverse like it is right now, it's kind of telling me that you're still allowing those blocks to take part in your mind. And it's that mental block for you that is not drawing that positivity and that abundance to you, all right? So I think what you really need to start doing is you need to start focusing on releasing the ways that you think about your situation, the ways that you think about yourself, the ways that you think about the world right now. You know, I know it's kind of sucky, but if you have that negativity clogging up that brainwave, you're not going to allow yourself to shine. And when you don't allow yourself to shine, then people don't see it, and they don't see what a magnanimous being you can possibly be. So allow yourself to show that side of you. Change that thought process. One of the tricks with manifesting is to literally sit and daydream about a position that you want, but see yourself already attaining it. See yourself in it at that moment right there. And that is one of the best ways to manifest what you want to come to fruition. Remember this, whatever you're thinking about manifesting, the end of every wish that you make should be for my best and highest good. Because I want you to understand this one thing. This one thing is, even if you try your damnedest to manifest something, if it does not come into fruition, we need to understand it was Divine's way of telling us it was not for our best and highest good at that time. And we have to be okay with that, because Divine has our best and highest good at heart and takes us down this sometimes very confusing path, you know. One of the things that is a focus of this entire year is mental healing. That mind will help heal the heart as well and help change that way of thinking. So to take it back, that's your financial block. It's your mind process. And allow yourself to release and forgive and move forward. Okay? Yeah, I know. Being in the head lately, it is. And you know what? And sometimes when we're in our heads so much, you know, we overthink. And I don't know if you guys notice, but sometimes when I'm in my head so much, I overthink so much, I literally lock myself down and I can't move. I'm just locked. I sit there and I pace around my house like, oh my God, is my next move going to be a trickle effect on the entire world? You know, so I give myself anxiety. You're welcome, Grant. I hope you have an amazing day. All right. Any more questions? Let's see. You know, whenever one of us is feeling that way, whenever one of us is feeling so trapped in our mind, like a tiger in a cage in our mind, that our bodies don't want to move, I think we all should start reaching out to each other and saying something. I mean, we are, you know, every day getting to be more and more of a tight-knit group. And us women, we have to, women and men, us beautiful people, have to stick together. And we have to be there for one another. And the one thing that I want to express in this is that sometimes we don't reach out to people because we are embarrassed about the anxiety we're feeling, or we feel guilty because, oh my God, there's so much shit happening already, and this person has so much shit in their lives that I don't want to reach out. You know what? Fuck that. Everybody needs a little help occasionally, and everybody needs somebody to talk to occasionally. Reach out. Reach out. We are a wonderful group. We're all attached on Instagram. We're all attached on Facebook. Reach out and say something. Say, I'm feeling trapped. Say, I'm feeling like a tiger in the cage. Say, I want to fucking roar. Say whatever you want to say. And somebody will come your way and roar with you. Okay. Oh, I'm hot. Hold on. I gotta take this off. You know, this perimenopause, like, I'm hot one moment. Ugh, I'm freezing my ass off the next moment. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, so let's do... What do I want to draw on next? Don't tempt me, Miss Ortiz. You don't know me that well. It is hot and bothersome, baby. It is. All right. Let's see. Okay, Jersey girl. I have... Let's see. You want... Will I receive my inheritance from my friend soon? Oh, inheritance from a friend? All right, let's see here. Okay, you got the Magician. All right. I'm assuming your friend has passed. If not, don't wish that upon him. Please. But the Magician card talks about the ability that you have to already bring abundance to you in many different ways. Your toolbox is full. Like, you've got some amazing tools at your fingertips to manifest the things that you want to manifest. If your friend has passed and you are waiting for inheritance, then, you know, you can go ahead and you can manifest that in and start, you know, believing and seeing that life with that, what you are going to do with it, things like that. If your friend has not passed, and please don't think about, you know, the when am I going to get the inheritance, because then we're putting that out into the universe of blah blah blah, all these things, and you don't want to do that. Trust me, that's bad juju. But with the Magician card, you need to remember that anything that you want to manifest is possible. The Magician card is an amazing card, but he's also a reminder that we forget how many amazing aspects and things that we have in our toolbox that we can use to manifest, right? So dig a little bit in that toolbox, dig a little bit in there, and see what tools you would like to use to bring this inheritance your way, okay? Let's see. Oh, I am old enough, baby. You trust me on that, you little cutie. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, he has passed. Okay. All right. Then I want you to really start sitting down. Oh, this just came into my mind for you. I want you to sit down, and there is an abundance spell that I think that you've been looking at that you may not have practiced yet. And I'm sorry for your friend's passing, by the way. And I would like you to go ahead and do that, but not during this waning moon. I want you to wait on that until maybe new moon, or as the moon is growing with that waxing moon, okay? If you do any spells for abundance or something like that during a waning moon, then you're decreasing that. So I want you to take part in that on the new moon or waxing moon, increasing that energy and bringing that abundance to you, okay? All right. Am I a good witch or a bad witch? I guess that would just depend on who you asked, huh? I am a in-betweener. I know the dark. I know the light. Neither one is positive nor negative. They're just both different aspects, different perceptions. And I walk the path of the middle. I respect all of it. I practice all of it. I walk the path in the middle. Do I ever do bad spells upon someone? Not unless they have already reached out and tried to hurt my family, and then you should watch your ass. But do I instigate that? No, I do not do things like that. Hello, Krista. I hope that answers your daughter's question. And just know, let her know that I only eat children that I feed lots and lots of candy to. So if I start giving her candy, then she can worry. Kidding. I'm just joking. Yeah, too soon, too young. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, let's see. You know, last week, yeah, that's true, love. That's true. It is. Keep those memories. You know, when you do that, good. When you do that abundance spell, you know, put a picture of him near that abundance spell. And maybe not just do the abundance spell, but maybe do like a little gratitude thing towards him too. And let him know that he's always going to be connected to your heart. Okay? Do that. And I know that you have an abundance spell already waiting. I know you do. So, okay. Let's see. I'm going to draw one more card. And I think I want to draw one out of one of my oracle decks. Do you guys want me to draw one out of Ganesha oracle deck? Or some other one? I've got tons of them. Let's see. Hold on. I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Let's see. Which one do I want to use today? I love my Ganesha, but I have so many that it's a shame not to play with as many as I possibly can. Ooh, okay, I know what one we're doing. Since we are in such a fiery moon today, that beautiful Aries moon, we are going to use the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. I love this deck so much. I love dragons. I love the Fae. Can't go wrong, right? Can't go wrong. Okay. Let's see. I want to talk about things of inspiration for this week. My husband buys me all these things from Michael's, so I use them to decorate my office. I got tons of bottles and skulls and all that stuff. It's pretty fabulous. Let's see. I want to talk about, you know, the excitement of this moon today. I want to talk about what graces we can bring out within us to ride this fiery wave. All right, we got the Lady Grain, and she talks about opening our hearts. So, you know, when the fire is there, that fire is passion. I mean, that's like sex, you know. It's it could be love. It could be love as well. And you bet your ass you ride it till the wheels come off, baby. Ride that stick. I'm just kidding. Not. But anyway, there's babies watching. I'm sorry. So let's talk about the Lady Grain. When she talks about opening your heart, there's many different ways that you can open your heart, right? You can open your heart to, I know what she's talking about. I think she's talking about opening our hearts to different ways that people show love and affection. Receiving love and affection in the different ways that people show it. Because everyone shows it a little bit differently. And sometimes we sit so much in our minds that we're like, oh, well, that's not a sign of affection because that's not what I designate as a sign of affection. Did you eat your lunch?
No.
Why didn't you come down at 12:05 to eat your lunch like I told you to?
You didn't knock on the wall.
Honey, I told you while you guys were sitting up there. Now it's 12:30. Sorry, guys. Hey, hello. It's 12:30. You got class starting again in 5 minutes, and you're back in first period in 5 minutes. So take that class. Can you take? You know what? I'll just wrap your stuff up. Tell Hayden to come down and eat, okay?
Or I can just, after my thing, I can just come down here and eat.
All right. Okay.
Love you.
Love you. I really think that it's talking about stop designating what you feel love and affection is. I mean, of course, we have to draw our fucking boundaries, but stop designating certain definitions as to what you think receiving that love and affection should look like, and allow your heart to open so you can see the other aspects of the beautiful gifts of affection that people can give to you, and really just receive them for exactly what they are, let's see. So it says, I am of the earth and of the soul star's light. I am the opening of the flower, the love that lives in the flower of your heart. That's so sweet. I love you and wish for you to draw this love energy into your being. Okay. All right. So there's more, but what she is saying is change our definitions of receiving that love and affection. Also, go outside. Get outside today. After school's over, the sun's out. It's freaking amazing. Yes, I will post it. I might just read it to you, but I'll post it too. It is freaking amazing outside. Get outside and have some fun. Allow your heart to face towards the sun and allow yourself to receive that fire right into your heart, really opening it up and warming it up, okay? So let's read what else she says. She says, hold on. She says, hold on. She says, I need to put my reading glasses on. She says, I am a power source that you cannot neglect, because even if you feel you are a being of winter and that your heart has grown cold and hard in order to ease the pain, I tell you that you are now ready to reveal your own life source and warmth to another being. The love you have to share will be appreciated and returned. More so, this warm and loving heart energy will be its own reward as you awaken again to feel into your feeling nature. Please open your heart in this moment. Allow yourself to love. See the beauty in warmth and smile as often as you can. Bring forth your joy and see the opening of others' hearts. Wear yellow, red, and gold. I have got goosebumps like nobody's business. All of the colors of my friend, the sun, and you will feel a great flow of energy awakening throughout your entire body and energetic being. Please see that the seeds you planted need warm earth in which to grow. Yes, they can survive when it is cold, but they cannot thrive. So be warm, extend your energy, and know that your truly radiant self will create great opportunity and abundance around you. Simply extend some heart energy, and I will support you and love you until you are at the radiance of the sun incarnate in your own form. Love, be loved, love. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. That is really sweet. And it definitely talks about opening that heart to receiving, opening that heart to vulnerability, which is scary. But that might just be the transformation that a lot of people in this world need right now, is allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. Allowing ourselves to actually receive love without questioning, why the fuck is this person into me? Receiving love for ourselves, loving ourselves, and reminding ourselves, if I have to fight for you and I'm the only one doing this, why the fuck am I doing this? I should be giving all of that time and attention and love to myself first. So I think that is the message today. Love, be loved, and love. And put that heart towards the sun, receiving those beautiful fiery rays. Allow it to open up. Allow it to warm your entire being, your spirit, your mind, your soul, all of it. I love you all, and I will see you next Thursday. Have an amazing day. Bye.